I'm not even, oh my gosh, I'm not even necessarily like under the weather. Funny enough, we're talking about hair. Let me fix mine. I went outside before my scalp fully dried and now I'm stuffy. This is a couple day old wash and go, like maybe 5 days old, and I'm gonna do it tonight. But I was just really, I've been kind of compelled for a long time to kind of confront how I feel about my hair. And so I kind of want to start with like historically how I felt about my hair, because I feel like my hair has just been a very big part of me, and not only how I'm perceived, but how I take care of myself and how I perceive myself. But as far as like from the outside in, like, you know, my mom took very good care of me, and not only would she do my hair, but other people would do my hair, and she would relax it herself because my hair is dense. I have a lot of hair, and it was hard for her to do. And she's in the military, so a lot of other people would take care of me sometimes, and they too would struggle. And it's kind of like annoying because, well, it's not annoying, but I mean, sure, maybe it was annoying for her, and that's why she wouldn't call it perming. It was a Texlax, but perm basically. But it would never be like bone straight. But yeah, sure, whatever. But the annoying part about it is like, so that's what she would do. And you know, I don't remember how my grandma or like my dad and stuff would do my hair, but going to salons growing up, I hated it. I didn't really like my mom doing my hair because I am tender-headed, and I was tender-headed, and I would cry and I would be difficult. And you know, it's like she would come to the salon to drop me off, and they'll be like, oh, okay, $80 blowout. And when they're done, not even when they're done, they're doing it and they're just complaining the whole time, like, oh, there's so much hair, there's so much hair, and they're just not taking good care of it, and they're being nasty. If I went to African braiders, it's, oh, this taking forever, oh, this taking forever. Like, stop. You know, at the door the price is $80, but when she come to pick me up, oh, that'll be $120. And they'd be like, excuse me, you said 80, so what's the price jump? Oh, she has a lot of hair, so pay up. Or that would just be really disheartening to me, because I'm a kid. Like, I would pay the difference if I could, but what money I got? And regardless, my mom is not like, she's not rah-rah. She's very respectful, and I'm gonna just put it like that. My mom is very respectful. She'll tell you about yourself, and she'll do what she gotta do to get on about her day. So she's not really gonna make a fuss about much of anything, but she'll tell you when you're wrong. You know, when my hair would be done, my hair would grow, it would be long, it would be thick. I would get comments about that. I would get compliments if my hair looked particularly nice. And that was just up until like, I guess middle school. And it was in 8th grade when I stopped getting my hair relaxed, and I was like, I kind of want to take this on for myself. So I would call it going natural. I went natural in 8th grade, and sure, I've been natural ever since, right? But I just feel, I've been feeling lately, well, like for like the past year, that I've been kind of wanting to challenge my beliefs in how, like, my beliefs about myself and my hair. And around that time, it was like, you know, the big boom of like natural hair YouTubers and YouTube University. And that's really how I learned how to do my hair. Like, YouTube. YouTube taught me everything I needed to know about doing my hair. All these tips and tricks and all these ways of styling. Okay? Because a lot of the videos, sure, they would may the topic of the video have been about like a regimen or like tips and tricks about like growth and like split ends or like other like tips and stuff like that, like, you know, they wouldn't come on the video without their hair styled. The video ended with a style, or the topic of a lot of their videos were a style. You know, how to get this flexi rod set, how to use this styler, how to use this styling tool, how to, you know, I feel like that's what a lot of it is made up of. And that's not necessarily a problem, and that wasn't a problem to me at the time. And I don't necessarily think that's a problem. Like, that's what a lot of people do, is they style their hair. But the reason I wanted to confront myself is because for the longest time, I've always been obsessed with like this perception of my hair that isn't it. Like, I guess body dysmorphia, but for my hair. Like, I perceive my hair to be sometimes bigger than it is, or I just really want my hair to be longer. Like, when I was a kid, I think I've never had my hair naturally as long as it was when it was relaxed. And I think my hair was damn near to my waist when it was relaxed when I was younger. And natural, I think it was just to my bra strap. But I mean, now, even now, I'm like, okay, let's get this going. It's very close, but you know, I'm just so obsessed with like big and long, and my hair is always done. Like, I put so much time and emphasis into doing my hair, and that was so much easier to do in high school. It was so much easier to do, you know, shortly coming out of high school. And I started you know, I started making more money, or not making more money, I started making money, so I could afford to get my hair done myself. So I was getting protective styles, I was doing my protective styles, and you know, like, all that in the name of not even growth, but just growth was like behind it. Like, I'm styling my hair because this is how I take care of myself, and I like to present myself a certain way, and I like to look at myself looking a certain way. And whenever I take my style down, if it is a protective style, I do look forward to seeing how much my hair has grown. Whenever I do style my hair, whether I blow dry it or when I moisturize it in a particular way, it's in the name of growth. You know, I don't really want my hair breaking off. So this is my moisture routine to prevent that. That is how I blow dry my hair, to prevent that. And over the years, I got lazy, and eventually toner would be my downfall. And that was the reason why I did that was my first ever big chop, but that's besides the point. You know, just this obsession with like styling and length and styling and length. And last year, her name is, I think her name is Gabrielle. And if it's not, I really do apologize because it's really ignorant. But her YouTube name is Girl Union. And I love her videos. And her first ever video I watched by her, it was like, you have hair dysmorphia. But her video was going into how Black women present themselves with somebody else's hair, aka like bust downs and, you know, weaves of hair that's not natural to their texture. So it's like straight. And when you do see the natural hair that comes out of your head, like, you can't even fathom, you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to contemplate like, you, like, this is you. You associate like the bust down with you when that's not you, like stuff like that. And she also challenged like natural beliefs as well to an extent, and that kind of got the ball rolling a little bit for me because I had already been challenging myself, and at the time my hair was twisted, and I had been twisting it, and I still continue to twist it because it's easier to maintain. I started twisting it because I was starting to get active, and I had actually done mini twists in high school, and I didn't have a lot of money, and my hair was longer. Like, I wanted to do them before, actually, but, you know, the length, like, I was like, I don't want to do mini twists on short hair because I feel like that would look weird. And I finally decided to do them last year, and even though my hair wasn't as long as I wanted it to, but, excuse me. Even my hair it still wasn't as long as I wanted it to be, but I still did them and I kept doing them, and they really did help my hair grow, but that's besides the point. Like, they're just very convenient. They're just, they go with my lifestyle, like, very, very, very well. And I like the way that I look with them, and, I feel very pretty with them. And I mean, again, a part of it is the length. Like, yes, they help my hair grow, and I can see how long my hair is. Like, I like that aspect of having them. You know, as much as I love the shape of froze, and I love the shape of like a flexi rod set or a roller set and all that, like, I love that shape. I also love the shape of twists and the styling. I've never washed my hair and like washed my hair, moisturized it, and went about my day. I've never done that. And I can't think of one single, I know there is one out there, excuse me, but and maybe it's possible because my algorithm isn't catered to those naturalistas, and that's likely a problem for me. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with those naturalistas that I have watched, and sometimes I continue to watch them because I do actually like their videos and their personalities. But there's just not a lot of them that are like that. Like, because how often can you make a video of you, I mean, just washing your hair, and like most of the time when these natural YouTubers that do like reviews and stuff, it's reviews of a whole line. And so you use shampoo, conditioner, you might use like some sort of moisturizer, you might even throw a pre-poo in there, you might even throw oil in there, some sort of styler, with whether it's like a dry styler, a wet styler, mousse, gel, cream, something, and then you show the final results. Like, it's all like a complete, like, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of natural hair gurus, influencers, whatever you want to call it, that have that to offer, because that's not what I feel like I might be projecting. And I'm partially, I am like confronting myself out loud right now, but you know, like, I just don't see that. And I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean, like, just because I don't see it, that's not the problem. Like, I don't need to see it for it to be like real, if that makes sense. But I just kind of like connected the dots a little bit, and I was like, okay, I did some reflecting with myself, and I'm like, you know, watching them, like, that's how I learned how to do my hair. And I mean, quite frankly, even before I learned how to do my hair naturally, and my natural hair is how my hair was done, even when I was a kid, like, my hair was styled always in some way. Not necessarily when it was straightened, if I want to be totally honest. But like, that's just how I learned to do it. I didn't learn to wash it, moisturize it, and go about my day. My mom doesn't do that. My other women in my family don't do that. I've never learned to do that. And that's not to say that, to the point that I'm getting at was, I was like, do I hate my hair? Do I have some level of self-hatred about myself? Because I don't like my shrinkage. I don't like what I look like. I would have been damned if my hair was like super duper short, or if I were to go bald. I was like, if I go bald or if I cut my hair, like, I'm having a mental breakdown. And I will say, when I did eventually cut my hair, like, yeah, I was going through it, or that was my start of going through it. But um I mean, it was also for the health of my hair, because that shit was dying. But that's besides the point. It's like, why do you hate that your hair looks a certain way? Like, it's just your hair. Like, I get, like, you know, maybe you don't like when it's frizzy, or um you don't like split ends, but why don't you like shrinkage like that? But I feel like that's different. Like, that's what your hair looks like. And I made the thumbnail like not too long ago, and one of the pictures is like, and I mean, shit, one of the tips is, you know, you do a wash and go. A wash and go is a style, a gel, eco styler gel that's used to define your hair in an unnatural way that it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been like that without the gel. And you dry it, maybe air dry it with the blow dryer, and you dry it again, you stretch it with the blow dryer. Like, that's what I would be doing, like, for another hour and a half. I recorded myself, like, after I first did this, and maybe I'll upload it, maybe I won't, or maybe I'll add it to the video, maybe I won't, I don't know. But just kind of explaining that whole process, and I'm just like, you know, I'm over that. Like, you say that you really want to confront yourself about your hair, and you want to live so effortlessly. Twists, yeah, they take a long ass time. And I mean, yes, they're cute, but oh my gosh, would it be just so convenient if you liked what you looked like, right? Like, just what you look like, and took yourself for what you were. How long are you gonna go through life wishing that your curl pattern was a little bit different, or your hair wasn't as tightly coiled so it fell a little bit longer, or it wasn't as kinky? Like, all this bullshit that I can't change. And if I could, I don't know that I would care to, like, get some fucking scalp surgery and shit. Like, no. I also want to voice the, like, I guess, transition that it has brought me personally. Like, I just feel so, like, effortlessly pretty. Like, I will say, I'm gonna keep this brief, but I used to live in Florida. In the city that I lived in, I used to follow, like, a lot of people that just looked cool on, not even on some weird shit, because I feel like a lot of people do that. But anyway, there was this girl, and I don't know her name, and I'm gonna just say her name is Emma. And if I think her name is what it is, then her name kind of sounds like Emma. But her hair kind of looked like this. Like, she had her natural curls going on, and her fucking shape, and she had like a nice bang. And I don't want my hair to, I'm really trying to grow out my color, but her hair was dyed at the ends, and it just looks so uniform and nice, but like effortlessly uniform. Like, she knew what she was doing. Like, her hair was so fucking cute. And at the time, like, I was just going natural, and I was just like, damn, like, I want her to give me her tips. No, damn well, we really didn't have, I mean, I don't know, because I didn't know her, but it didn't look like we had like the same texture and all that, but it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like I don't really look like her, but I feel like I'm kind of living how I look now, like how I used to want to look, and I just think that's kind of funny. So, yeah. Granted, this is stretched with rubber bands instead of with appliances. And yes, I do feel better about that, because bands keep your hair more uniform while you're sleeping instead of like scrunching it up throughout the night, and it's easier to like moisturize and stuff like that. That I'm cool with, but just going in with the blow dryer and then complaining about how dry and brittle your hair is, aka I'm talking to me. I'm looking at myself, me. Like, I'm over all that. So I definitely feel a lot more like myself. I feel a lot better. And I'm just gonna keep challenging myself. With that being said, though, am I about to twist my hair? Yes. And that's because I do think I need to find a new regimen to wash my hair, because I don't know if that's visible, but I don't know what happened, but something is not agreeing with my scalp, and it's just really, like, not even dry. It's just real flaky and doing XYZ. So I hope you have a blessed day. And yeah, hopefully your hair looks good too.